Right, well, this escalated quickly, didn't it? 1 minute Keir Starmer is sipping tea with world leaders at the G7, the next he's sprinting back to London, fast. Meanwhile, somewhere in the chaos, the not-so-notorious MP is quietly deleting tweets after a swift U-turn, and the government is calling emergency Cobra meetings. Iranian threats are coming thick and fast. And, because this is Britain, a miners' gala has somehow transformed into a political battlefield. Buckle up, because today's serving of chaos comes with a side of, how did we get here? First, let's set the scene. Keir Starmer has just landed from Canada, where he was presumably convincing the world that Britain still matters. No sooner does his plane touch down than he's facing a Middle East situation that's gone from concerning to, oh, bloody hell, faster than you can say special relationship. The Israel-Iran conflict has spiraled from a regional spat into what looks suspiciously like a World War III audition. Reports suggest the Americans are eyeing military action, and British intelligence, yes, the same people who probably still use fax machines, believe we're teetering on the edge of something truly explosive. The Foreign Office's response? Pull diplomatic families out of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Because if there's one thing that says everything's fine, it's evacuating your staff's children. But wait, there's more. Iran's supreme leader has publicly warned Washington to back off or face irreparable harm. Meanwhile, somewhere on the internet, Trump is throwing around threats like confetti at a wedding, claiming he knows exactly where Iran's leadership is hiding. Subtle as a brick, that one. While Starmer is juggling potential global warfare, back home the British political circus is staging its own spectacular. Enter the annual Durham Miners' Gala, where the local mining association decided Reform UK councillors were about as welcome as a vegan at a steakhouse. The irony? Reform just obliterated Labour in Durham's council elections, winning 65 out of 98 seats. That's not just a victory, that's a political massacre so severe it should come with a trigger warning. Yet, the Durham Miners Association didn't admit defeat gracefully. Instead, they doubled down, claiming Reform only won because of protest votes and low turnout. Except, awkwardly, turnout was above average. The DMA's official statement was a masterclass in political shade, accusing Reform councillors of being a divisive, hate-filled people and fans of both Trump and Putin. Throwing every villain into one convenient basket, why not? Reform's deputy council leader, Darren Grimes, was having none of it. He fired back with the political equivalent of a flamethrower, pointing out Labour just lost 94% of their council seats. That's not an electoral defeat, he quipped, that's a restraining order from the entire county. Here's where it gets really interesting. Grimes went full attack mode on Labour's claim to the working class crown. Poll them, he challenged. You'll find pit villages in Reform family trees, you'll find Oxbridge and organic delis in Labour's. That's not just commentary, that's a surgical strike. So, here we are. Starmer is juggling international crises while his party loses heartlands to insurgent populists. The Durham drama isn't just about one gala or one election, it's about a fundamental shift in British politics. Traditional loyalties are crumbling faster than a biscuit in tea. Meanwhile, the international situation shows just how quickly Britain can go from influential power to desperately trying to avoid disaster in a single weekend. What happens next? Will Starmer's Cobra meeting prevent catastrophe? Will the Durham miners ever forgive Reform UK? And, most importantly, will British politics ever return to being boring? Stay tuned, because in Britain, today's crisis is tomorrow's footnote in next week's constitutional emergency.